Okay, so what are some strategies that various customers can look at in terms of a high-end investment and high nightly rate versus lower-end investment and perhaps lower nightly rate? It's an interesting question. There are communities in the Orlando area where you can rent villas, condos, townhomes, where the property management goes for a very high nightly rate. Their occupancy, however, is pretty low. I mean, in terms of that 60% objective that I would recommend people think about from a strategy standpoint in terms of occupancy, 60%, their occupancy may be down around 40%. They're charging, let's say, $245 a night year round at 40%, but they're still not returning a lot back to the customer. So you're getting a lot of revenue, but likewise, those particular management companies may have requirements such as the property has got to be furnished a certain way. You need to have a golf club membership and a social membership in order for the vacationing families to take and make use of that, even though the vacationing family still has to pay perhaps a greens fee or some kind of a fee to access some of the amenities within the community. That's still an additional cost to the owner. So the owner needs to be aware of those costs. We have one property management company, for example, that manages a lot of properties in a very high-end community, and they keep 68% of the generated revenue. Their target is an extremely high nightly rate. Their occupancy is fairly low, 40 to 45%. They pay all the bills for the client, with the exception, of course, of taxes, insurance, and HOA, and they do require a golf club membership as an additional cost to the owner. So it seems attractive, but when you do compare that to the objectives of the individual investor, you may not meet them as compared to a little bit lower cost upfront investment and or a property management company that does not have requirements like belonging to certain golf clubs and having to pay, social fees for certain amenities. So from a strategic standpoint, I think it's extremely important to understand what the objectives are of the customer, and if the customer can't quite pinpoint what their objectives are by interviewing that customer and asking them intelligent questions, you can get at the objective of what the customer really is trying to accomplish.